have a diamond, you have to have a branch. So your assessment would, whatever your threshold for pass, fail, or whatever, would point you in two different directions. So if the students did well in your assessment, you'd go one way. If they did poorly, you'd go another, and then you keep building lesson plans. Does that make sense? So squares are lesson plans, diamonds are assessments.
Okay.
Diamonds have to split.
Why do they split?
To show, they split for differing instruction depending on how students do on that assessment. So
Okay.
you create a threshold, whatever, be 75% of the students do above 80, you do this lesson. If they do poorly on it, you do an assessment that'll reteach whatever you assess.
Is that making sense? Yes.
Is that assessment for every lesson or the final assessment?
How many assessments did you had a number, I think,
I have a number of
of
assessments.
how many assessments are at a big. So they're like periodically between it. So you might do like your first lesson, then you might do an assessment, and then you might do like 1, 2, 3 lessons, and have another assessment. So they're like scattered between lessons. They don't have to be equally spread out. You might do if you're doing a book, every chapter, every 3 chapters, every unit.
Okay, my only issue with that, which we talked about, is that within your lessons, you should be assessing things throughout the time that you're teaching. So it gets more complicated than that. So I guess are these summative assessments that are in the triangle?
Well, it could be, you'd have to define what your assessment is for this one. So it might be a Socratic seminar, and you evaluate them. It might be a reading comprehension quiz.
Okay. Okay.
So I suppose the assessment could be part of your lesson for the day,
Uh-huh. And then that informs.
but this
what you do
part of the
next
day would inform the next day.
Okay.
So squares are specific lessons.
Yeah, so
Okay. All right. I got you.
like if your lesson's on metaphors, you do your whatever your lesson is, then you do an assessment on metaphors. If the students understand the metaphors from according to your assessment, you do whatever your next lesson is. You do similes. If they do poorly, you might do a reteach. You might have another plan for metaphors.
Right. Okay. So it's just kind of showing you. It's just kind of like mapping out, making sure that you have everything in mind, and
Yeah.
like pretty much any possibility is just in your mind,
Yeah.
so you can move forward from there. Okay. I get it. Thank you.
Woo.